Now, we all know about epilepsy, but it is hard to imagine what it feels like to live with the condition every day. Kristen Dekruyf talks to one man with epilepsy to find out.
Are you aware that November is Epilepsy Awareness Month? Epilepsy, a broad set of neurological disorders, are characterized by seizures and cannot currently be cured by medication. We talked to Dr. Neelan Pillai, the program director for epilepsy at Foothills Hospital and clinical professor at the University of Calgary, to learn more about how the disorder affects patients and what research is being done.
Epilepsy is a brain condition that is chronic, and it's like short-circuiting in an electric wire, and the discharges that come out are the epileptic seizures that manifest in a patient. My involvement is mainly on the application side of research in testing new drugs for patients, because the majority of the patients that I see are very poorly controlled, or the seizures are very refractory, meaning they can't be controlled by the medications that are available.
We talked to Dr. Brendan Curdell, a professor at the University of Calgary, about his personal experience with the disorder.
You forget the extent to which epilepsy affects you on a day-to-day life, on a day-to-day basis, because it affects essentially everything in your day-to-day life, to the point where you kind of naturalize epilepsy. I didn't drive a car until I was about 30 years old because my seizure disorder wasn't under control to the point where I could feel comfortable getting behind a wheel without putting myself and other people in danger. Most people don't know very much about it, and that's the whole issue with Epilepsy Awareness Month, right, is trying to increase that visibility. And in my case, it certainly was true that my parents didn't know anything about epilepsy. They'd probably heard of it before, but were really concerned about what this meant. Having epilepsy means always being aware that you're not in total control, or at least that you could lose control of the life that you're leading at any moment. And you could wake up on the ground 2 minutes later. Other people have had 2 minutes of their lives that you'll never get back. You have to rely on the decency of strangers to not steal your stuff, say, or to not leave you stranded in the middle of a country that you've never lived in before. There's still this sort of residual stigma in society attached to epilepsy, in the sense that people don't understand it, right? It's upon us as owners of brains to learn what it is that's going on inside of our heads. And if we could know that, then I think, we can do great things.
For NUTV, this is Kristen Dekruyf.